Welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner Classic, that's known classic. This is episode number 3107 and Doubleshot 3001. This book is first book is by Percy. Well, one of the stories in this book, the other one's done by somebody else. We have James Bond 007 Reflections of Death. This is a original graphic novel which has multiple chapters. Vidal himself does the opening story with Danny Lore and Jody Perez on the artwork. Chapter 2 is done by Ben Percy and Cabra Ball. Chapter 3 is Greg Pak, who actually would write a James Bond book. Dean Coates does the artwork. Chapter 4 is done by Gail Simone, who actually currently is writer of King X-Men right now, with Ila Morin on the artwork. Man of the Country, Mark Russell does this one with Robert Carey. And Chapter 6 is done by Andy Diggle, art by Luna Kazagila. So, yeah, original graphic novel. So, basically a lot of this is like James Bond basically after spending time with Moneypenny. There's also like various stuff happening. First is done by Biala, where he's basically have James and this woman basically out for dinner. And then he basically beats a bunch of thugs who are wanted by MI6. And he even fights in the kitchen. And after fights in the kitchen, then it's like, ooh, let's get down to business and start having sex. And then one of the guys comes in and tries to beat him up. And look up, basically the guy's arrested. Yeah, it turns out she's a CIA agent, like, used her. Yep, and then, of course, like, I'm not done using you after all. We have enjoyed the dessert. Yep, and that basically is, him sleeping with a CIA agent who's not Felix Leiter. Well, because Felix Leiter's a guy. Yeah. Who is this random girl? They don't really say who the girl is, just... And then we have James at in New York City for an issue. Then he goes to various different places. I love the artwork. The artwork is amazing. Him doing globetrotting, and this one feels... This is on my... I think it's on my Ben Percy's one. This one feels like a James Bond story. It's called The Oddest... Then we have The Oddest Job. Yep. If you think Oddest Job, you think, oh... Oh yeah, now we have Felix Perry here. One of his few appearances he made, because this guy did have a mini-series, believe it or not. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and the version that appears in the Dynamite James Bond universe is based on the Ian Fleming version. The one where he has an artificial hand. Yeah, that's because the arm was chopped up by a shark. Yep. It's just a fun book. Then we have one pistol, 3 silencers. Where it's basically just... Then you have basically M just chatting with James Bond. Basically, there's also sharks here too. A lot of really fun James Bond missions here. I do recommend checking this book out because the book is actually really good. I'm going to give the book roughly a 9 out of 10. Next up we have is Children of the Vault. Written by Dennis Camp. Artwork by Luca Murcia. The cover is by Jan Perk, who I've met. Awesome guy. And Guru Eve Fex. 4 issues is miniseries. Yeah, it's miniseries, not ongoing. I like Children of the Atom. This was the original book. Okay, so the whole thing of Children of the Atom. Those of you curious, ask the obvious question: who the heck are the Children of the Vault? Children of the Vault were a group of villains, group of characters that were created by Mike Carey during his run for X-Men / X-Men Legacy. For the from the moment he came on board with issue, I think it was like 188, I think it was, up until around 207, that was pretty much the whole life expectancy of the Children of the Vault. They were apparently these group of mutants who apparently lived in this vault, and time, like inside there, like be inside there for like maybe like a while. At one point, you actually had Snitch and Talon in there, and they were there for like 100 years, and they started to become a couple, and of course Snitch came out of it no problem, and of course Talon disappeared, and then we had a duplicate of her, the young version of her, who currently has her own solo book now. And of course Talon was Wolverine, and of course the older one they changed him to Talon, which according to her creators, that was going to be a code name. This book in particular, it's like, oh, the Children of All are pretending to be humanity's saviors against Horatius. I also kind of forgot that the Xavier Institute doesn't make a brave appearance in this book. So, who's the star of this book? Is Children of the Vault? Nope, it's Bishop and Cable. And you're like, oh, that's awesome. I'm sure Rob Liefeld himself would love this miniseries. They also call themselves Tomorrow's Children. Cable himself starts out basically, and of course you have Bishop. Those of you curious about this look Bishop, that's look he also previously sported in the Bishop War College miniseries. So these two, like a decade prior to this, these two were Jared's twins. Now they're basically buddy buds. Also, Bishop has lost his dreads. So basically you have the Children of Vault like, oh, we're children tomorrow. So you have them trying to save humanity. And then, of course, Bishop and Cable fight against them. Of course, Cable goes back to a look of his, which makes him awesome. Yeah, this miniseries is just, of course, what's going to do with a virus in here. This book is a lot of fun. Like, it's surprising how Dennis can write a good miniseries. Because probably the best thing about this book is the Avengers is basically the stuff with Cable and Bishop. The Children of the Vault themselves, they're okay villains, but they're not interesting. I mean, prior to this, they were featured in a storyline in Gary Duggan's X-Men. And prior to that, they had not been seen since X-Men Legacy. I'm going to give the book roughly a 9 out of 10. And can you believe there's not many X-Men books left to go for the Require? No, there isn't. Like, after I do Astonishing Iceman and finish the last straight of Wolverine, you think, okay, what else is left? After that, there's like 4 left. There's Bishop War College, Dead X-Men, X-Men Forever, and the first volume of Weapon X-Men. I say first volume because there's a second one, and it got canceled after only 5 issues. Yeah, the second one was actually really good. And I really like the fact I'm almost done with the Kokoro era for X-Men. Yeah, I'm almost done. An era that has been very mixedly received. But unlike in the case of Children of the Atom, which was okay, Children of the Vault was a lot better. I felt it was a much better book. Much better book. Heck, you have Cable, even Kate Bishop fighting these two, which is amazing. And this was a book surprisingly all about them. But yeah, that's pretty much that particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up we have is I maybe get a receptionist, but I'll still have a clock on time. We'll talk about the final episode for that one. And we'll talk about a book from My Hero Academia. Okay, next video. Bye.